Hey, what's going on, everyone? Soul here, and welcome back to my playthrough of Nier Reincarnation. In the last video, we tackled the remaining part of Chapter 3 and completely reshaped and upgraded my roster by diving into the gacha element of this game, kind of figuring things out there, and then leveling some characters up with some level up items. So, this video is going to be focusing on finishing what's remaining in the beta, which is Chapter 4. And then the beta itself, story-wise, is at a close. And actually, the beta actually shuts down tomorrow, which is June 1st, at I think it's 10 p.m. my time, right around there somewhere. So I'm going to be probably making 2 more videos in this game. This one, of course, being finishing off Chapter 4, and then 1 more video talking about things that I haven't necessarily covered in any of my prior videos, which is stuff like the arena, some subquests and things, some menus and whatnot, just showing you guys kind of what this game offers and what to expect upon the full release. So anyway, enough talking for me, guys. Let's keep going. I'm excited to see how this chapter plays out because... Oh, bird! Sorry, Mama, but bird takes priority here. I should also mention this is also the first time, or first area, rather, that we've seen this kind of water-based theme, which I mentioned at the end of my last video, that water aesthetic and areas are really one of my favorites, because I really think you can make some really, really beautiful landscapes with water. And it's just an improvement, hopefully, over the sand world, which was just all browns and just drab, bleak colors and not very much interesting things going on.
Awful and dusty for the most part, but the air here is nice and clear.
Now, granted, visually, I think it's interesting that they're kind of limited in what they can do with the visuals because of all the tower motif.
Do you see that? The air is so clear here, fish even swim in it.
That's a cool image. I like that.
That's actually quite odd now that I think about it.
I mean, better than staring at just blocks and stone and sand and just being bored, right? But yeah, no, I think the tower motif is interesting because I think in a lot of ways it kind of limits what they can do and leads to a lot of repetition. Hopefully later, in the game, they can really add some exotic locales, because this looks really pretty right now, but after maybe 4 more floors of this, it probably won't be looking as nice.
Looks like we found our first memory in this area. Oh my, this looks like a katana. Maybe we'll hear a story about a samurai. Let's have a look, shall we?
Now, interesting that we're seeing a katana for the next memory, because there is a character named the Assassin, which I actually... I do have that character. Whoops, sorry about that. I have not built her up, though, at all. But I figure I might as well show her off here. Let's see. She is right here. So I could build her up a little bit, but yeah, she's not going to be anywhere near what my main 3 characters are level-wise. On top of her, the Assassin, I also have this 4-star hunter, which I got just randomly. I just did a YOLO draw, I think last night, just for the hell of it, and he popped up, so that was my first 4-star draw. And I also drew the Dissenting Girl, which looks very, very, very similar to the girl we're playing as, if not the exact same girl. I don't think it is, but yeah, and it looks like her weapons are dolls, which is interesting. And then, yeah, I think you guys have seen everything else. And then, of course, this is the newest character that they added on a banner. She's a healer kind of thing. But, yeah, I'm just rolling with the hunter, the gunman, and then now my 4-star hunter here. So hopefully I can finish off Chapter 4, because the force was scaling pretty high. Pretty high towards the end of that chapter. Ooh, I like these visuals a lot.
A man sits alone. Though he speaks, the target of his words is unseen. To this invisible listener, he offers praise for a task well handled. His eyes narrow. He hesitates. Then, his voice a rasp, he murmurs an instruction. On to the next. The target of his words is revealed behind the scrim of a dividing wall. She also sits alone. In her hand rests a small scroll adorned with a face. Slipping the scroll into the folds of her robe, she stands and makes her response. Understood.
Okay, yes, this is the assassin character.
Thick clouds hang low against an ominous sky. The castle town bustles as people move to and fro. A family traveling the road catches her eye. The child smiles brightly, her eyes sparkling. The darkness of the woman's own life could never know such pleasant light. Brushing aside her melancholy, she makes to leave town. A sudden glimpse of silver catches the woman's eye as an assassin appears before her. A thin razor of a smile crosses her face. She knows this is exactly where she belongs. You should leave before I change my mind.
Okay, interesting. So we're playing as the assassin character here in this first mission.
I'll cut you down.
Okay, let's see what she does here. Ooh, that's a nice animation. 25% damage times 3. Freezes agility. And then inflicts burn for 3 turns. Oh, okay. I should mention that the in-game graphics of like the character models are really nice looking.
She claims the assassin's life before body can meet Earth. In the silence that follows, she muses on her life. She walks a path of blood, a solitary path, far from family or comfort. Had she ever smiled as that child did? Could she? Such thoughts swirl in her mind as the woman considers a life she knows she will never have. Well, it seems this tale involves a female assassin. I wonder what the secret to her strength is.
$10,400. Okay, and I need a fire affinity weapon, which I do not currently have equipped. Okay, so let's see. Okay, so her primary is that. I don't want to take that off her primary. I'm actually not sure what the symbol for fire is. Is this if this is the symbol for fire? Let's see. Oh, it is. Okay, perfect. Okay. Yeah, to me it doesn't look like a flame. It looks more like a print, like a paw print. But okay, so yeah, so it looks like my hunter. Yeah, she's got a fire main weapon. Okay, perfect. Yeah, so we're good to go there. Yeah, so it's pretty standard stuff. All right. But yeah, as I was saying, the in-game models of like characters and stuff, I think look great. The environments as well. I like how there's depth. How like when you're doing a wave, you slay the enemies and then you proceed to run to the next area. I think it's a really really nice touch.
You can stop me.
Oh gosh, yeah, she's. What's her name? Gale? Yeah, Gale is just. She's off the goop right now. I'd like to say my skills for the next wave here. Dang. Yeah, she's hitting for a ton of damage from that fire weakness.
Continuing mission.
That should do it.
Dude, I love Gale in this game. The hunter, she's definitely, if you guys couldn't tell, she's definitely my favorite unit in the game so far. She really gives me like a heavy kind of A2 kind of feel. Appearance wise, just the way she talks and acts, battle style. Good stuff. I doubt that's a coincidence.
Do we just want to slow our progress? Or is there some deeper goal? Sometimes I wonder what those dark foes are trying to accomplish.
Padding would be my guess, yeah.
Enemy forces sighted.
I'm just gonna go ahead and turn on the 2x speed here. Oh yeah, so I have not used the hunter in the video yet, so here's what his stuff does. So that's his first skill, and then his second skill increases his own attack, and then his portrait skill here, 35% damage 5 times. 2 times chain or more increases damage 26% for 30 seconds. That's pretty cool. That's pretty strong.
Continuing mission.
So yeah, having that 2 times speed option, that's really, really nice. I imagine, like, especially with, like, grinding and stuff, that would make grinding so much easier. Let's turn on that 2 times speed, turn on the auto feature, and then you're good to go.
That's a large gate. We certainly won't be able to lift this on our own.
Where's our bug friend when we need him?
What a good eye you have. Here, let Mama take care of that for you.
Oh, never mind. She's gonna use her tongue tickle. Okay.
There now. That wasn't so hard. A collapsed bridge? Oh dear. The scarecrow is so close. There must be a way to get past this. Wait here, child. Mama will take a quick peek around.
Okay. I will wait. Oh, interesting. Okay.
Oh, but this is a bother. Who even lowered the water in the first place? I do wish these levers weren't quite so heavy. Right then. 1 down and 3 to go.
Okay, so is there like a puzzle element to this? Do I have to get them in the right order, or do I just have to pull them? Oh, looks like I just have to just pull them in general. Okay.
I think our mission is going quite well so far. I just hope those two find happiness.
Those two. Is she referring to the assassin and what I assume is her father?
Wonderful. That did the trick. Now we can cross to the other side. That certainly did take a lot of time. Well, let's get back on our feet and continue with the restoration, shall we?
Alright, works for me. Enter story. Yes. A tool of the master.
The girl stirs from a thin sleep, her features weary as a woman thrice her years.
Now, is there supposed to be this weird, like, shadow effect? Because look, like, this part and then to the left is all dark, and then to the right is white, so it's making, like, this weird, like, moving shadow. That's weird.
Her life is an unending blur of
It's still doing it,
that
too.
continues without mercy or pause. Bones creak, flesh stings. Pain is her constant companion. Yet she forces herself down the hall all the same. When she arrives at the garden, a bellowing roar orders her forward. Coming, she replies in a voice devoid of all feeling. She readies an apology for her tardiness, knowing full well it will not be heard. As suspected, the man cuts off her words and begins to berate her without pause. You will learn to honor punctuality, girl. You are a tool of our master, and a tool is of no use if it is not present when needed. Thus begins another day of the girl's deadly training.
Damn. I really like this song. This song.
Think you can stop
Oh, and it keeps it. Okay, so let's turn on the auto. Let's turn on the auto and see how that plays out. I like that it kept the settings from my prior battle, so it kept it on the 2x speed. Okay, yeah, and looks like they use skills and everything. Who they attack seems to be random, but yeah, this is really nice. Yeah, this would make. I'm surprised it's taken me this long to try these settings out, but this would make grinding in this game very, very
enough death for everyone.
easy. Well, not easy, but it would certainly help. I mean, you could just macro stuff or whatever and focus on something else. Oh, okay, cool. And so you can actually you still pick options while it's autoing. Oh, that's so cool. I love that. So it stays on auto, but you still have some control. Like whenever you want it, you can just hit something and then it'll take precedence. That's cool. Ooh, nice job, devs. I really like that. That's really neat.
Her family has served their lord's clan for generations. When the lord decides an enemy needs to die, her family carries out the sentence. Her path had been laid before she was even born. The path of a trained killer. There is no freedom for her. No thought of a different way. The path simply was. The woman does not bemoan her fate, for she has never known another. Yet, when she thinks of the things she will never have, she feels a terrible sadness. But she presses on regardless, leaving such distractions behind. At some point, she realizes that rain has begun to fall. Through the droplets, she spies a castle with a dark and enigmatic aura. Soon she finds a lone guard standing before a gate. Moving without sound, she looses her sword. With death delivered, she sheathes her blade and presses on.
That's like a Sephiroth Link sword. Whoa, let's go. Let's go.
Her whole life had been decided before she was even born. It's rather a tragedy, don't you think?
Yeah, not having the freedom to choose anything would be Something I've always appreciated about Nier is that it brings up
I'm
these...
sure you must have a birthplace as well. A place you...
You okay there, Mama? What the heck? They bring up these... Nier always brings up these mature themes, you know, themes that are kind of hard to think about. They don't really shy away from it. I really like that. Okay, so... Let's see, how do I... Yeah, let's go to loadout. I'm actually going to change, if I can, I'm going to change everyone's primary to fire. Whoops. What am I doing? There we go. There we go. So that'll be his primary, so now he'll be doing fire damage. She's already doing fire. And then I don't think I have a fire spear. No, I don't. Now, something you'll notice here is that it's kind of hard to see, but underneath the element, you can actually see something glowing red. Some weapons glowing red, and that means that it's that character's kind of weapon. That's the kind of weapon they specialize in, so you can get bonus damage. And they do the extra... Sometimes they do the extra attacks when they actually have a weapon that they're familiar with. Okay, cool. So we got fire now on the gunman. So he should be doing extra damage. Should be nice.
I'll cut down everything in my way.
Oh yeah, he just totally just took that small dude out all by himself.
Continuing mission.
Oh, that was cool.
I've got enough death for everyone.
Now it looks like I can even queue up the companions as well.
Fatal blow activated.
Oh yeah, this is great. Double speed, got the auto going. Player can do commands at any time. Yeah, this is definitely like the best kind of auto battle system I think I've seen, to where, you know, you can input commands but it doesn't end the auto, you know. Very cool. Really? I walked like 3 feet and they had another gate.
Enemy forces sighted. Your numbers don't mean squat.
Ooh, nice. 5,400 damage. Very good.
Continuing mission.
Oh shoot, yeah, this is great. Shoot, if I'd have known that the auto was this good, I would have had this on in the prior episodes too.
Do you hear that?
Whoa, what is that? That was...
What's that sound? Oh, the stairs make music when you step on them. Do you think that monster was playing the steps?
Oh, this is cool.
That's a rather cute thing to do, don't you think?
Oh, this is giving me vertigo really bad. Oh, man. That was so cool, how you could actually, like, respond while your character was running like that. Okay, that's like... the voice coming out of that character was not at all what I expected, but that was like a legitimately charming moment. I was not expecting the spiral staircase, the camera shift, the music. That was really nice. Good moment right there. Oh god, the force jumped way up. I have 12,000. Oh boy.
The woman moves ever deeper into the castle in search of her target. Her mission is to kill the son of an enemy lord and halt his possible succession. The enemy army values blood. If the successor were to die, chaos will inevitably follow. Slaying the son will create confusion, giving her own lord an opening for attack. She passes through the corridors and moves toward a reception room. Outside, the rain falls in endless gray sheets. A child sits alone, his frame made smaller by the size of the room. She recognizes the boy's face from her scroll. Without a word, she draws her sword and points the tip at the child's throat. Yet he simply stares at the cold steel, making no move to escape. As the woman studies the child's haggard face, she realizes something. This is no son of a lord, but instead a girl frocked in boy's clothing. The woman asks her target why this is. As if a dam has burst, the girl suddenly lets fly with a torrent of grievance. I wish this house and this entire nation would fall.
Oh, this music's new.
Think you can stop me?
I've got enough death for everyone.
Oh, look at that. That's cool looking.
Being squat. Fire.
It ran. Did it run or did I kill it? I couldn't tell. It just... it appeared, I smacked it a bunch, and then it just went down. Okay.
The girl begins to tell her tale. I am not but a puppet who dances at my father's tune. I'm no child to him, merely a tool to be used. I even denied my own heart and took false gender in order to fulfill my role. And as this house's tool, I live only to be killed. So please, just bring this to pass. End me. The girl's eyes turned to rest on the woman. This is who I used to be. Set to walk a path before I had even drawn breath. The woman's sword wavers. Her hand hesitates. Outside, the rain falls as if it was trying to blot out the very earth itself. And yet somehow, it feels quiet.
The next memory should be the last one in this area.
Oh boy. Okay. So, coming up in the last area. See if I have any items to level characters up with. Okay, so I have a bunch of small enhancements. So I can get Gale to level 21. So let's do that. Oh, and it was a Glorious, too. So it means I get extra experience. Now, I should mention that there was a notice, in case you were wondering, of the Glorious rates being doubled during the beta. So, yeah, it's definitely won't be as common. It definitely won't be as common. Wow, that was extra large, huh? It barely moved. Well, okay. Okay, we'll just ignore him. Let's go to the gunman instead. Okay, no, not happening. All right, so Gale took pretty much all the materials I had. That's okay. You know, we're Team Gale here, so that works out just fine.
I wonder what that monster wants. And those other dark foes, for that matter. I'll cut down everything in my way.
Your numbers don't mean squat.
I wish that were true. I do. I wish that were true in a gacha.
You.
Continue mission.
Okay, so that's for 3 pulls. $12,400. Oh boy. So yeah, so looks like the last node is going to be stronger than I am. Now, by how much, I don't know. If it's not very much, then that'll be okay. I can still get through it, probably no problem. But if it's like a pretty significant amount, then Oh boy, we'll see.
I anticipate improved circumstances. Your numbers don't mean squat.
I've got enough death for everyone.
Okay, and down they go.
I think the last scarecrow in this area is inside this building. Oh my! Again! What terrible timing these things have. Mama will open this.
What was that? Mama will what? I got a little cut off there.
There. Can you get through now? This next memory should restore the weapon. The scarecrow is right there. Brave faces now.
Oh, this is cool. Oh, and bird. Come on now. See, like this is beautiful right here. I love this setting. This is really, really neat. Oh, 12,600. Okay, yeah, we can totally do that. Love it. Okay, sweet. And we walked 5 kilometers in the cage. Okay.
The only sound is the rain. A long moment passes. The woman sheathes her blade. She then asks the bewildered girl, "Did you mean it when you said you wish your house would fall?" Shaking, the girl nods. The woman responds, "Understood." Suddenly, the sounds of an army clattering into place emerge behind them. A score of soldiers bursts into the reception room. The woman's face is the very picture of composure. "Come then," she whispers.
Oh, I'm digging this. I'm digging this music track.
Enemy forces.
All right, I'm gonna go ahead and turn off the auto and the double speed here since this is the last node.
Over here, pal. Your numbers don't mean squat.
Nice. There you go.
Continuing mission. Need some fighting spirit.
Nice. Okay. That went down pretty quick. I doubt that was the last note.
The girl runs over and takes her hand. Why had she done this? The sound of the rain begins to fade. People cannot choose the station of their birth. One can scarcely even choose their own manner of death in this violent, fleeting world. But perhaps one can choose to let another live. I was a tool of my house who carried out her role. My hands are stained with sins beyond counting. I doubt this will absolve me of my actions, but it might make a nice gift to bring with me into hell. She can no longer hear the rain. Tears roll down the girl's cheeks, and on the woman's face is something almost like a smile.
Okay.
Perhaps freedom, in the truest meaning of the word, never existed to begin with. We are bound by heavy chains, which closes many doors, and one often lacks the will to choose from the remaining options.
Mama out here spitting facts. Jeez. Obtained anger.
Anger. This is the fourth fragment that you've lost. What is your anger meant for? Is it for a person, the world, your fate? Or perhaps yourself? The time when you will also have to choose draws nearer. Oh my! Mama's room seems to have changed a bit too. The tree is bearing fruit. A new door has been unlocked. Wonderful. The other side of this door contains summons you can only use once you reach the edge of the cage. Make sure to do so once per day.
Uh-oh.
You'll also find a special sort of battle called daily challenges that you can only participate in once you reach the edge of the cage. Characters will already be set in your loadout, which can make fights a bit rough. Consider it a test of your strength. Things certainly are getting busy.
Certainly are. Okay. Let's see. Can we pick the fruit up, or do I get closer? Okay.
Oh, what's this? The tree has borne fruit. You should definitely pick up everything you find on the floor. That's good advice for life in general, actually.
Bronze coin times 7. Okay. When we reach the end of the story, fruit will fall from the tree every 8 hours. Access the fruit to obtain items. A maximum of 3 fruits can be on the ground at a time, so don't let them pile up. Okay, interesting. And so now this door, the main quest sign is gone, so we actually can't go through there now. Okay. So that looks to be like the end of the story in the beta so far. So, like I said, I'm going to make another video after this one, just kind of showing off the things I didn't show just through normal playing here. So the daily summons, the arena, probably the daily challenge thing, and then I will talk about those things. But in general, for the beta, I guess my general thoughts, because this could be considered, I guess, the last video of my main playthrough until the full release. I think this game has potential, but there are some missteps too. So let's talk about the things I really like. So I think the music, it's a Nier game, so and that's kind of a running gag, is that, oh, it's a Nier game, so the music's going to be great. But it's true. The music in Nier is always really, really top tier stuff. It's really great. It's really emotional. It's really good stuff. I always love the vocals. The vocals are with the made up language in the Nier universe, and so it creates kind of this kind of familiar but at the same time alien kind of sound to the songs, and it's a really good fit for the story that Nier is trying to tell. I think the in-game battle graphics, so the character models, the environments in like the weapon memories, I think those are all great. The animations are also very, very fluid. Everything looks nice. It's clear a lot of effort went towards making the characters move and feeling like you're in an actual battle. I do love how the characters also do basic attacks of their own, and then you are calling the shots in terms of skills and whatnot. And so it seems like battles are always kind of moving and fluid, which is nice because in a turn-based game, most turn-based games, your characters are just kind of standing in place, and then one person or an enemy swings, and then it goes to the next person, and it's a very archaic take on a battle system. But I don't think it's a bad thing. I love turn-based RPGs. Those are my favorite. I prefer those over, just like kind of like the real-time stuff. But I do like this kind of mix in this game. I think that's really cool. And then, of course, the auto and the double speed thing, that's great. I love that. That'll make grinding in this game much easier. And I did love the water environment of the cage. I thought that was beautiful. I really liked the spiral staircase, the music steps. That was great. That was a really nice, charming moment. The camera panned out. We got to see a little bit of personality from that bug creature thing. So that was cool. And then just the thought of, we could be seeing characters from other Nier games or Nier-related things appearing that you can unlock later. So like 2B, A2, Zero from Drakengard, Kaine, Nier, Brother Nier, Papa Nier, etc., etc. That seeing them in 3D like this and hearing their voice work and everything, I think that's going to be great. I am really excited about that. And it seems like the game is somewhat generous with resources. Now, granted, this is the beta, so I'm sure things will be different in the full release, but I was pleasantly surprised by that. Now, some things I think that need to be improved are things that I did not like. The gacha in this game, well, I've been told the rates are pretty high for the highest rated, stuff, which is characters at 2% and weapons at 3%. The gacha is very bloated. The pool is huge because not only are you drawing for characters and dupes and such, but there's also weapons, and there's just a ton of weapons inside the pool. And as of yet in the beta, there is no pity or mercy system. Now, I've been told that there is a mercy system in the full release. So if you spend X amount of gems and you don't get the character you want, then after you spend your gemmies, enough of them, you can actually just get the character. So that would be a big help. But the gacha itself is very, very bloated, and hopefully they trim things down and maybe shrink the pool a bit to where you can't draw as many weapons on certain banners. The cage itself, I'm not a big fan of the cage itself as an environment. I think there's only so many ways that they can show a staircase and crumbling tower walls before things get kind of old and stale. And the way this game is, especially in that sand world area, everything was so bleak. The colors were so washed out. I mean, look at this area, Mama's area. Everything is just so washed out. And I could be wrong, but I really feel like the cage, the environment itself, is pretty limited with what they can do visually. Now, that's not counting the memory area. The memories, I love the side-scrolling parts. I think those thematically are great. They're visually beautiful to look at. I really, really like those parts. I think the memories themselves are great. But the tower itself, where you're exploring and walking around a lot, I don't think it's very interesting. I don't. I kind of liked the part where you took control of Mama, but then it basically just devolved into fly to this area, pull a switch, and then do it 3 more times. So that was kind of disappointing. No, it's not. It was disappointing. Another thing I don't really like is that it's going to take a lot of grinding to increase characters, their levels, their skill levels, their weapon levels. There's a lot. There's a lot here to upgrade. And it looks like stages have random drops. Now, there are free draws, so you get like summon tickets that you can use in these free draw banners that give you materials only on top of the premium banners, which actually use your gems. So I think that'll help. I guess it'll depend on how common those tickets are. But it looks like this game is going to have a pretty decently heavy grind to it. Now, again, the double speed and the auto in battle, that's great. For people that really want to just bury their nose in the grind and get things done, the double speed and the auto is going to be your key to that. So that's awesome. I'm glad the devs are giving people that want to embrace the grind the tools to do so. But yeah, it's for me, I mean, my time is limited as is. I just don't know how invested I would be with the grinding. And if a significant amount of grinding is needed to progress further in the game, to make your characters as tip-top min-maxing in shape as possible, then I probably won't get very far in this game. And that's disappointing, because I do like what this game has offered. I'm all on about the Gale, the huntress rather, and 2B. I want those characters, I want to build them up. But it's I don't know. I am very curious to see how this game transitions from the beta to the full release. Hopefully the devs listen to some of the feedback that they received from the players, myself included. They asked us to take a survey and to answer a bunch of questions. And I went pretty in depth with my answers. So hopefully the devs can, use those for feedback in a positive way. Oh, one more thing I should mention is that the arena does have some pretty nice items for resources, for like leveling your characters or your weapons up, locked behind victories. I'll talk more about this in the final video I make here of the beta. But it looks like the arena itself is going to be very whale friendly. So if you whale or, have absolute best roster you can have, then you're going to be successful in the arena and you'll be able to stay on top and get the best rewards. And then it's kind of a case of the rich get richer and then the poor don't get anything. It's going to be, it reminds me of Kingdom Hearts Chi in that sense. And that's a very, very horrifying thought to me, because Kingdom Hearts Chi was, wow, that was a whale's paradise of a game right there. Not saying this game is going to turn to that. I hope to God it doesn't do that. Because that game's grind was nuts. That game's grind and power creep were just frightening stuff. So I do have some, gripes about this, but there's also a lot of things to like here as well. So I am waiting for the full release. I will be playing that as well. I don't know how much I'll be playing of it. Maybe I'll love it. Maybe I'll make a bunch of videos on it. Maybe I won't like it and I'll not make a bunch of videos on it. But it's Nier and I want to give it a chance. And I'm hoping that the devs can make this something beautiful and something I'll be playing, a while down the road. But yeah, so that's gonna be it for me, guys. So thank you all so much for watching. If you've watched all of the videos I've made on this so far, then I really appreciate your time. Thank you so much. This was fun for me to kind of step out from my usual niche of just doing Opera Omnia content, and to kind of branch into a Nier universe. I love Nier, and so being able to kind of explore this universe with other people and in an easy to play setting like mobile, yeah, I was excited for it. So we'll see what happens, guys. Hopefully the full release comes out soon. There is no date, as far as I know, for the full release. The beta, like I said, ends, well, now today, June 1st, at I think 10 p.m. my time. So hopefully the devs take the feedback into account, make some final adjustments, and then the full release is in our hands for too long. We'll see. But yeah, so if you guys enjoyed and you'd like to see more content, subbing to the channel would help you do that. Or liking and commenting the video, blah, 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 you guys know. I don't like to say that kind of thing out loud, but it really does help the channel out. So if you enjoyed, then please consider. But yeah, I'm going to go before I pander anymore. Yeah, thank you guys for watching. Keep an eye out for the final video here soon if you are interested in seeing just a couple other things what this game has to offer. And if not, then that's okay too. Thank you guys for watching. See you guys again here very soon. Take care, everyone. Stay safe out there. I'll see you again here very soon. See you later.